So it's been non-stopping rain for the past 3 or 4 days, and on and off last week too. So I cleaned this loft, and I was about to take a video right after I cleaned the loft, but it started raining, and I quit uh, cleaning in the middle of one day, and I had to clean the next day. But I didn't take the video because it's hard to take video when it's raining and all. So I just fed them some food right now. So this is what it looks like when they all jump in there to have feed. Other nice young roasting red that I raised this year. Yep. It's been almost, I would say, like maybe 6 or 7 days since I cleaned the loft, and you can already see a bunch of feathers and stuff in there. A nice indigo young bird that I raised this year. Most likely might be and there's a movie over there, brown bar over there. I think I have a few babies here and there left, but split up everybody. Got a problem with the feral cat coming up, and that's the reason why these birds look a little bit spooked. It's coming up and sitting on the top of my loft. So luckily he was not able to get in, but kind of messes up the birds. They're like scared to come out. So I put a trap to trap him up, and if he gets trapped, I'll call the animal control and they come and get him. See, that's a almond ballhead roller from last year. You see these small finch looking things? Like that loft over there. My wire in the front on the fly pen is a little bit wider, and they're able to get in there. And you'll be amazed, those things come through there and they come to the bird feeder and eat food. You know, it doesn't bother me that much because they need feed too, but it's amazing like how even these finch looking birds, I don't know what you call them, they have adapted to, like, they would come and eat big corn, pellets, you name it. They don't have no problem with that. Feeding them pellets today. They're like Callenbeck game board pellets. They got a 15% or 16% protein in them. You can see they're almost done. I don't feed them too much, then they will start splashing everywhere, not appreciate food. Almost done in here too. You can see, like, I cleaned this loft last week and almost back to normal to clean the game. It's about time for me to like redo these lofts. They're getting old. I need to tear them down and build new lofts, but I was planning on to move sometime soon so that I don't need to build a loft over here. And also my setup over here, I got too many trees and all. I don't like that. I need to cut those trees down. Those are my neighbor's trees too, so that'd be a lot of things better for me to move to a new place and start all over again. But two crescent homers over there. Ball of roller over there. Another ball of roller over there. Almond roller over there. one of my breeder hens over there. She's a Trenton silver check hen right over there. Some Stanfield or some two homer babies over there. Would like to get over there and see the babies, but I don't know how these birds would react when I walk through here. Don't want to scare them too much. And also, that, by the way, the temperature started dropping the last couple of days. It's been super cold. And amazingly, I put some corn up there and they were like started dropping corn straight away, because earlier they didn't really care for the corn because it was too hot. The birds are smart. As soon as things started changing, they adapt to it. So here's a nice Trenton silver check hen. She was flown. I bought this bird and an Andalusian Trenton cockbird from a guy who flew them. And she's like 3 years old. The Andalusian cockbird might be 5 years old. And I add, buy these birds almost like one bird every year from a different raising bloodline to add to my line. Because all my colored homers, I don't call them like, like raising homers. They're just colored homers. They will do a good job flying around the loft. I wouldn't put them to, compete in raises and all. So but I do add. I have a lot of birds like these that I bought to add bloodline, and I have some Trentons, some Hubans, some Jansens, Mewmans. But anyhow, these are the two babies. Let's check the babies out. They're from an almond and a kite. That's a silver chick, and that is an almond baby. There's a young Andalusian baby out of that Andalusian and indigo. And you can see like birds are trying to build a nest over here with the thing I threw over there, because I'm not putting any nesting material out there. But anyway, here you go. An outside view. Now everybody kind of got out. There's some sun hitting. It's still cold outside, but you can see all the gravel and all is so wet over there from the rain. Just cleaned the loft and it's still full of dirt and stuff. They did a pretty good job. The young yellow is working on. Look at that, it's all cleaned up. They would even eat those crumbles. And this one has a little bit left in there. Yep. Let them finish that. These pellets are really effective once you start your birds on them. They're adapted to it and it's pretty good. Let's put these guys up in the sun and see. You see everything is so wet from the rain. This is a red reversing hen that I raised a few years ago. So anyhow, thought I'd do a quick video. Somebody messaged me yesterday. I forgot the name of the person who messaged me. They said, "Hey, man, upload a new video. I'm waiting for your video." And I told the person it's been raining, but I appreciate that. Thank you for who was. I cannot keep up with the name. There are so many people who message me and text me about birds, so I don't really. Some people I have an idea. Others like I don't really know. But there's a guy yesterday. He texted me saying like post some videos. So it's good to hear that at least I'm able to brighten up somebody's day with the birds, even though you guys might have seen my birds the same thing all over again. But every day is a different behavior from the birds. You can see like it's cold and most birds are like they're drooping down and not doing much, and that's winter for you soon coming down. These pillows are good, really, especially when they're molting too. There's my other loft of birds over there. It's one thing, like if you put a bucket over there, those suckers will try to stand in there, and if there's water in there, I guarantee you somebody would try to jump in there, even though there's other water for them to drink, and try to drown in that stuff. And this is one of the things that I don't really like. Birds sitting on the top of these drinkers. There you go. That's a royal cockbird over there working a hen. Brown ballers. You see, another thing that great bird did. Try to get on the top and knock the water down. So this crested homer cockbird I raised this year, and illusion that I raised last year. That's a young Andalusian over there with a bar that I raised this year. Indigo over here, that most likely might be a hen. Look at this. You can see the dad over there feeding the baby. These are like two almonds over there. They're made of that. Both almonds made of each other. You can see there's a pair of rollers over there. There's a ballless ballhead, blue ballless ballhead cockbird with a indigo hen over there. Ballhead indigo hen. Crested blue bar. It's unique. Look, that blue bar has white flies on one side and no white flies on the other side. So that dad over there, he's pumping them babies hard. Doing a great job. One thing to after you clean these lofts, and you know, it takes a while for the new poop and dirt and everything to get together and make a bedding over there. I don't put any bedding in my loft. You know, some people like to use sand, corn cob, wood shavings. I don't do. I tried everything. To me, just normal bird poop with dust and other stuff would make great bedding. There's a young bird. That's an indigo ballhead carrying ballless that is out of that pair right over there. The pair that I showed earlier, the ballless and the indigo. That is their baby right over there that I showed right now. That's their baby over there. The first gen so black one over there. Mookie cockbird over there. That's a reduced mookie hen over there. You can see there's a pair of homers over there. The cockbird is following the hen. So this is the red mookie cockbird that I raised this year. I got lucky this year and raised a few recessive reds and mookies, so I'm hoping to mate them to my almonds. The blue bar over there, the blue band is a bird that I bought this year. It flew it's from a 300 mile. It has flown 300 miles. It has not won no races, but I know it flew 300 miles and above. And I bought him to add new blood. It's a nice bird, young bird from last year, solid bird. A lot of these birds, some of them are like straight, like out of uh, like two birds with good racing bloodlines. But since I don't personally fly these birds, I wouldn't really like on these homers, especially because you gotta fly them and train them and do the whole 9 yards to compete. So since I don't do that, I don't really want to classify them as competition material to compete in races. So a lot of young birds in here. Some breasted saddle homer bigger hens. With some the youngsters going after the parents for food. But I guess, and they would always go for the one in which there is no water. Look, that water is looking that one in which the other one knocked the water off. So even though there are other ones, there's water in there, but they would always try to go find the one without water, just to let me know that one doesn't have water, even though there are other options. There's a young Homer baby over there. I don't know if to drink water. Almond Homer. This guy is out of an opal and a frost stencil. If it's a hen or a cock. If it's a hen, that is pretty good. Like you can see the frost stencil in the tail. Somebody asked me about that bird. I'm like, that's unique. I don't really want to let it go. It's a unique color to get opal and frost stencil together. All these young guns showing their cover. Sunlight is good. When the sunlight hits, it makes you feel good, and birds like it too, especially on a cold day. You can see the okra plants. Some of them are really tall. Some of them even actually fell down with all the rain, and there's wind too. But here's a dad and son over there. You can see these two Andalusian. They're like XI replicas. There's an Andalusian cockpot over here with the blue band. It's made it to a black hen, and that is their son right over there. Another one with the bar. I like that pattern, like Andalusian with the bar. You can see the dad over here is molting. And I like clean Andalusians and Andalusians with bars. And there's opal and Andalusian together. That's a beautiful pattern too. Then homozygous Andalusian, when you have two Andalusian, made them together, you get that double dose of Andalusian, and you raise some that looks like a kind of a silverish lavender color looking bird, and they're homozygous Andalusian. They got double dose of Andalusian. Look at that. That is a nice pair of red proportions. A young cockpot with an older hen. The hen being from a couple of years ago. I would say 2019 hen with the 2021 cockpot, young cockpot. It's a good pairing right there. So these guys over here, they're paired up over there on their own. I might break the pair up, or let me see what happens. There's an opal saddle hen, crested hen, with a dilute frost stencil cockbird. Because I have frost stencil hens, so I might need to pair them up differently. They're still munching on the pellets. They like them pellets. But I hope you guys enjoy the video. I'm gonna call it a wrap. Just give some sunshine over here. Look at the sunshine, enjoy the sunshine, and gotta keep an eye for that feral cat, man. I'm just not really digging it. Those are nice black frost stencils that are raised this year. Doesn't have that much pattern showing, but you can see that in the tails. The black crested Homer over there, and in fact they talk to a young bird. Like that's the dad and son, dad and kid right next to each other. Black full stencil cockbird, not a full stencil cock, black cockbird carrying full stencil with the baby that is a full stencil. The dad is made it to a full stencil hen, black full stencil hen. So on that note, with the birds being a little active, I call it a wrap. Everybody take care. See you soon.